Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. It's been a little while, and boy, I have a crazy one to tell ya. This one is involving weirdos. And no, we are not talking about me. We're talking about someone else here. At my workplace, I do encounter some weird people. Why and how? I do not know. And the even crazier thing is, these weirdos only show up when I'm working and my favorite coworker is either on break or she's off for the day. Anyway, allow me to explain. So, this said person, he's done this a couple times, or maybe a little too much. I don't know. Who cares? I don't keep track. There's just too many people. Anyway, I'm at work doing what the hell I'm supposed to do, right? And this guy comes up after buying all of his groceries and, he's trying to get home. And part of my job and my coworkers' job is to socialize with fellow customers, no matter how weird they are. Anyway, I'm still terrible at socializing. So, he's being the conversation starter because, I suck at it. And he mentions to me, or is asking me, do you have your driver's license? I'm dead silent, in my mind, asking myself, what the fuck? Because my workplace has certain rules we have to follow. If we lose our shit and want to flip people off or cuss up a storm, we're gonna get a big ass whooping. But anyway, as he's asking the question, waiting for my freaking response, of course, I say, I'm sorry, I don't drive. Then he proceeds to ask another question related to driving, which is, do you plan on driving or getting your license one day? Forgot the exact words, but I knew it was related to driving. Anyway, I respond, I don't necessarily need to. And he looks at me like I'm some crazy woman and asks me why. And I say, I live directly across the street. I don't necessarily need to drive a car. And he goes and says, but what if you wanted to go to the mall or something? I said, I'll just have my sister or my mom drive me, so what? And then he goes and says, oh, that's great, you can just drive them there. Did you not hear my response to your first question? So I am confused AF about this man, and he's just staring at me, making me a little uncomfortable. And then I finish bagging his groceries, right? Then he goes and says, okay, here you go. Here's my keys. Go drive my car and park it by the door.
What the fuck?
I'm looking at this man, trying not to lose my goddamn shit. And once again, I just looked at him. I said, I'm sorry, sir. I do not have my license. And then he proceeds to ask, why? What are you afraid of? I said, well, there's a lot of things, sir. I'm terrified of running over animals. I'm worried I'll run over somebody, then I'll get charged with murder. Or I'm freaked out about getting into a massive car accident that could injure me or someone else. And he goes, oh, come on, that's not too bad. I have really bad anxiety when I'm behind the wheel. Okay, let me get sidetracked for a bit. I apologize. But a few years ago, my dad was teaching me and my twin sister how to drive. And right when I got behind the freaking steering wheel, I just had a panic attack and started crying. Like I could not do anything. I was just frozen right in front of the wheel, just staring at it. In the back of my mind, I just kept thinking, I'm gonna get myself killed. But yeah, anyways, after I told the man about my anxiety behind the wheel, he said, okay, have a great day. I'm just like, You too. Boy, I felt so relieved when he fucking left. But that was not the last of them. And no, I'm not joking when I say that, by the way. So maybe 48 hours or a week has passed? I don't know. Like I said, this happened quite a few times. Quite too many. But anyways, I see the same man again. I was begging with one of my co-workers. Wonderful guy, by the way. Although, I just have him as a best friend. We're not gonna be lovers or anything. But anyway, I'm begging with him, and I look around, I see the man, right? I tell my coworker that I'm working with, I say, that guy freaks me out. My coworker's like, why? What's wrong? I said, he talks to me about wanting to drive his freaking car. I told my coworker what I told the weird driving guy, we'll just call him that, when we first chatted. Or whatever. And my coworker told me he was the exact same, minus the anxiety attack. And my coworker said, don't worry, I'll bag his groceries for him. You can go to the bathroom or somewhere else to relax. 'Cause he knew that I would probably have a panic attack or a meltdown if the crazy weird driving guy talks to me again. So yeah, anyway, I walk away. I think I walked to another register, not in the bathroom like I said earlier. But anywho, I'm at another register minding my own business while my coworker's begging for the driving guy. And I actually stand at the end of the register, and there's these I don't know what they're called, but my favorite coworker calls them little cubbies with the essentials for the cash register and all that stuff. And so I thought to myself, you know, maybe I could hide myself in here just for a couple of minutes. Yeah, well, that didn't work. Only my ankles fit. And the crazy driving guy walks up behind me, taps on my shoulder, and says, hey, do you have your license yet? Please drive me home. I'm like, dude, I do not have my license yet. I'm sorry. And to tell you the truth, I don't know what his fucking car looks like. I don't know where he lives. I don't even want to know where he lives. And I don't even want to know what the hell he would do to me if I did go to his house. I'm just throwing that out there now. Anyways, he kept bugging me about getting my license. I almost flipped out on him hard. He just said, okay, I'll see you later. And I could literally hear him whisper something or mumble something to himself. And I think it was something along the lines of, I wish you knew how to drive so you can find my fucking car. And I got shivers down my spine. 'Cause I was like, oh God. That's all I'm gonna say for that. And then, a couple days pass. The same cycle repeats. After he asks the usual driving shit, he suddenly asks me, where do you live? Bro, no. I say, of course, across the street. Why? And he goes, oh yeah, I saw you walking the other day. In my head, I'm just like, does this freak show of a man know my freaking address? Bro. Anyway, after he says, I saw you walking the other day, I was just curious. And I was confused AF, of course. Then, of course, he leaves and takes all of his shit with him. A week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, a few days. Who knows how long passed. And once again, the cycle constantly repeats. After all the usual shit he says, he wiggles his keys to my face, but it was a little more aggressively than the first time. I start to panic. And of course this man is saying, Can you please drive me home and put my groceries away from me? I'm just looking at this man. I immediately thought, like, what if I actually went to his house, put his damn groceries away, and I happened to be locked in this freaking house, and the rest would be history. Well, anyways, after I had that terrifying vision on that day, I said, thank you, have a great day, pretending nothing ever happened, and he walks away, does normal shit, and we wait for the cycle to repeat again. Couple days pass. Actually, no, I was doing outside work at the time, and I see him walk out of his car and into my work building to buy groceries. So, I panic a little bit again, and I said to myself, do not look at him, do not interact with him, and do what you have to do and go home. And so, that's what I did. And once he was done shopping, he noticed me. God fucking damn it. And he says, here's my keys, drive me home. I'll give you a driving lesson. I said, I can't. Sorry. I kinda said that in a pissed off manner. Almost lost my shit at that point. But anyway, he got annoyed. Well, he was more shocked after I kinda flipped him off. Suddenly, he stopped bothering me. And God, praise the freaking Lord, 'cause he hasn't bothered me ever since. But yeah, anyways, that's my story about this crazy, weird, desperate driving man. I don't know what to call this. But yeah, I apologize if it's all over the place. Like I said, it happened quite a lot, on and off, constantly. And also, I'm not really good at telling stories, so sometimes I forget a couple details, but I think I did okay on this. I hope so. But anyways, guys, moral of the story, I'm probably not ever going to get my driver's license. So, this desperate driving man, sorry to crush your hopes and dreams, but I am not driving you home. I am not putting your groceries away. And I am definitely not going to stay in your fucking house, because I do not want to know what you're planning to do to me if I ever get forced to be locked in your house. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry if this story time video is kind of all over the place. And I guess I will see you all next time in another story time video, or whatever I make next. Goodbye for now.